Hi, it's Eliza here with Costa, and if you have enough time, I'd like to ask a few questions.
I've always got time. I always make time. So tell me, Eliza, what is this question? Here we go.
If a Martian landed on Earth and he wanted to build a garden, what would the 3 tips you would give him?
Wow, that's a good question. Well, the first thing I'd tell the Martian is the importance of compost. We need compost to build soil because soil feeds plants and plants feed us. And once the Martian came to our planet, he's going to need to eat our food because he won't have his food anymore. He won't have any space food. So he's going to have to eat edible plants. So I'd say, yep, get composting. Get anything that was once living, any old food scraps, and start to break it down. Break it down. Take it to the bridge, and we'd see how funky the Martian was because we'd make him sing the directions, all right? That's the first thing. So second thing I'd say is get out there and collect some seeds because you need seeds to plant into the healthy soil to grow the plants. So I'd give him a magnifying glass. I'd say, get out there, buddy, and look for seeds and collect seeds and share seeds. Because people have got seeds. I don't know if you've got any seeds in there. I reckon I've probably got a couple of seeds tucked away in here that people have given me in my travels. Then the third thing is, I'd say, you got to find somewhere. You can start small. You can start just in a pot plant, just a small container. Or you can find a little plot of land out the front of your house, down in the backyard, on the rooftop, on the balcony, in a courtyard. So they're the 3 things that I'd tell the Martian.
So the second question would be, if you met someone that knew everything about gardening,
Yep.
what would the one question you would ask them?
Gee, that's a good question. So that's kind of like saying if you could go to dinner with, one person in the world who inspires you, what would you ask them? Probably say, what's the secret to making things grow happily? Is it the soil? Is it the amount of sunlight? Is it the seeds and the type of plants that you're growing? Is there a secret mixture that I could add, that I could water it with, that might make it grow better? The elixir. The secret elixir. Just one drop. And then all of a sudden, Eliza flourishes into bloom. I can see it now. Who would you have dinner with? If you had a choice, you could call up anyone. Say, hello, Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Captain of the sports team, Mrs. or Miss Scientist of the Year, Miss Farmer of the Year, Miss Horticulturalist, young Student of the Year. I don't know. Who would you call up? Yeah, that was a good question. And it can be someone in history too. They could be dead. Because if I ring them, they'll just come back to life for the dinner. Yeah, we're gonna have a picnic here in the park, and I'll just teleport them. I'll go, I got a special app here. Bring back
Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela. Yeah, we could bring back Nelson Mandela.
Okay, so I would probably want to go to dinner with my dead granddad, my mum's dad.
Your mum's dad.
Yeah.
So you could meet him and learn things.
So, who's the wisest person you've met and why?
I've met a few wise people in my time. I remember meeting a Zen monk when I was in Switzerland, just on the side of a lake. very random, and we ended up meeting multiple times after that because we were in a ski village, and he spoke a lot about time and being present. So when you're doing something, just do that. So when eating, just eat. When walking, just walk. When skiing, just ski. When talking to Eliza, just talk to Eliza. And it sounds very basic, but it's actually been a principle that I've probably kept in my life for a long time. I met a landscape architect who I did work experience with, and he inspired me to continue to travel down the road that I've travelled in horticulture. So I'll never forget him. And he showed me that you can design things that help change the world, because he designed a system that would enable us to build gardens on roofs, nice and lightweight, so it wasn't so heavy to make the gardens expensive and having to change all the engineering of the building. So Umberto was a very special person that I've met in my life, and probably my dad, because he's incredibly practical and he has an amazing focus to stay on track and achieve things and complete it and finish and tie a bow. So yeah, I love my dad.
Thank you for your time, Costa, and I appreciate that.
Yay! Thanks, Eliza. Gardening Australia host Costa Georgios was locked up today for stealing flowers within the Botanic Gardens. Highly illegal activity. He was found covered in flowers. Okay.